Hey guys, it's Joe Raiti from Raiti's Rides, and as you can see, we're in my 2017 Honda Civic Type R. You know, I've owned the car now for about 6 months, and I wanted to give you guys some feedback on exactly what I like and what I don't like. So this video, believe it or not, I know many of you know me and many of you know that I love this car. This video is actually going to be about what are the 5 things that I hate about my Civic Type R. And you know, for me, the first thing right off the top of the list is going to be I hate that the car is so quiet. I wish Honda would have just done a little bit something more with the exhaust. I mean, the new Kia Stinger coming out has such a nice sound to its twin turbo V6. And I know this isn't a twin turbo V6, but it is a really hot turbo inline 4, and it's just too quiet. You know, I'm not looking for the coffee can loud exhaust to annoy everybody and piss everybody off. I'm just looking for a little bit more sound, especially some of those pops and bangs that you hear from maybe like a car like the Ford Focus RS when you're downshifting and whatnot. That to me, I think, would make the car a little bit more enjoyable. And I know some people right now are saying, well, hey, idiot, you could buy a custom exhaust and get what you're looking for. And you know what? You're 100% right. The thing is that I feel though that when it comes to a high performance car like the Civic Type R, you're already spending $35,000 on the car, which thankfully I paid MSRP. I know there's people even paying more for the car than MSRP. It should come with something. I mean, I looked at some of the exhausts. There's not a lot out right now, and you're looking at $1,400. And that's, you know, then I'm gonna have to pay to get it installed. That to me, just it should have came from the factory with just a little something extra. Especially with the Honda, they could have worked something out to where the car, you could adjust how loud it is. So for people who don't want it to make any pops or bangs or be loud, you put on a quiet mode. And then once you want to open her up, you have that ability. Many cars have it, from the Ford Focus RS, Chevrolet Corvette, Camaro. Tons of different cars out there have it, and I just think that that's something that's lacking in this car that I actually hate about it. Now, the next thing might not seem like a big deal to you, but I enjoy washing my car. I wash it religiously on a weekly basis. That's something that just I learned growing up. You always take care of your car. I mean, I remember my grandmother used to tell me how a man treats his woman, his wife, his girlfriend, so on and so forth, like he treats his car. And I, for one, take very good care of my cars that I've owned over the years. So one thing that I like to do is I like to wash it. You know, I like to clean it. The problem is I hate washing this car. The reason why is that because of all the awesome aero that the car has, water gets trapped and collected in all those different body parts, and it literally takes me forever to get every single ounce of water out of there. And it's annoying because I want to be done with the car, wax it and move on and drive it, but I'm stuck there drying the car, and I've used everything from blowers to the Master Blaster. I've tried it all, and it never gets it quite perfect. So that's a big number 2 for me, is I hate washing this car. Number 3 has got to be the seats. Now, you'll see in the things that I love about the car that I do love the seats. They're very comfortable, they're very supportive. One thing I hate about the seats is I wish they came in a leather option. Now, I'm not asking for a full leather seat, and I know when you go to do a track day or an autocross event, the leather could cause you to slide around. I like being held in the seat. The only problem is I'm noticing, even though I have about 6,000 miles, I'm noticing wear on the bolsters, especially the bolsters when you get in and out of the car. And I try to be so careful not to put extra weight or wear on those bolsters. and it's starting to show. So I'm just curious how long these seats are going to last before they really show their wear. So maybe something with some leather on the bolsters would have went a long way. And if they wanted to charge a little bit more, I would have been willing to pay a little bit more to have the leather on the bolsters. So that's 2. Number 3 has got to be the armrest in this car. Now, the center armrest has a little bit of padding, not much, but the armrest on the door, it's hard as a rock. And to be honest with you, now that I have my elbow down on the center armrest, it's pretty hard too. I think just a little bit of padding. I mean, I know these cars are all about being light and you don't want to put extra weight into them, but you know, when your elbow is sitting there, it is a very hard surface, especially on the driver's door and the passenger door. It's very, very, very hard. And another thing I'm noticing is that Alcantara material is also starting to wear. So maybe have those in leather so that when your elbow is resting on it, you're not going to get that wear. Because I'm telling you, even though, like I said, I only have 6,000 miles on the car, it's already starting to show that wear. So that's 3. The 4th thing that I hate about this car is that I wish it didn't come with these ultra sticky Continentals. Now, it actually says on the window sticker that the tires are only going to last you about 10,000 miles. And I can understand that. You know, the car is a high performance car. People are going to track it. People are going to do autocross events. But the problem is that when I go to do my first track day event, which is coming up in February, I'm actually going to run 18-inch wheels on the car. And the reason why is because there's a wider assortment of tires that are perfect for the track. Now, these tires are great. They're not the best, but they're really great. And with a little smaller wheel, you just have a lot more options. Because remember, this car comes with 20-inch wheels. There's not a lot of options when it comes to track day tires. So I just wish, you know, I'm gonna go get a set of wheels and a set of tires. I wish that the tires on the car were a little bit more durable, since I do drive this car every day. And those are the wheels that I have on the car, are the stock 20-inch wheels. So that's number 4 on my list of things that I hate about this car. And then finally, probably the 5th thing, I showed you another video where I went through the dash and I really talked about how I love the digital dash and all the features that it has. The problem is, even with all the features, I don't understand why this car cannot have some more instrumentation. I would like to see things like oil pressure, oil temperature, volts off the battery. Those are things that are important when it comes to owning a high performance car. And there's a lot of other high performance cars that have those things out there. So I don't know why Honda, they got this great digital dash. You can do all this fancy stuff with it, which I've showed you. And if you haven't seen that video, definitely want to click on it in my my Type R section of my YouTube channel, because that's where I'm going to be putting a lot of these Type R specific videos. You'll see there's a lot of great features, but it's just lacking on the instrumentation side. So those are the things that I hate about this car. And who knows, maybe when Honda comes out with the next version, maybe some of those things will be rectified. But I want to once again thank you guys for watching today. If you have a car that you're dying to get on Raiti's Rides, I'm dying to have it on here for you. So drop a comment. You can email me. You can visit my website, raitisrides.com, and I would love to have your car featured here. And like always, I'll see you guys on the next ride.